Hey guys, thought I'd just do a little update on how things are going for me. I hope you're all well and alive and not coughing your guts out with COVID. um, it's obviously not great on the economy, all this. So I mean, I've been applying for jobs left, right, and centre, mostly managerial positions, but also just anything really. I applied to a job at an old people's home because I'm great with old people. Are very easy to they're kind and they're slow and they're sort of very forgiving people, so you can get away with murder with that lot. So I thought that would suit me, and I'm good at drafts, which they love, and listening to. I love listening to their stories. They love listening to my stories. So marriage made in heaven, I thought. But anyway, I went to the interview, and it was an old lady interviewing me. She was old, but she wasn't decrepit like the others. She was sort of just grey and wrinkly and stuff. And anyway, when she started talking, and then she asked me a question, and then she asked me to repeat myself. So I was like, oh, of course she's deaf. So I proceeded to sort of do the interview at a level at which I thought she'd be able to understand. But then she started telling me about how they were pretty much gone. They're not the interesting lot with stories about the war. They're basically children in wrinkled bodies. And the jobs included things like there's a lady called Harriet who would she'd poo herself and then spread it on radiators, and a chap called Jim who would fall out of bed regularly on his chest, and then sputum would come up that you'd have to mop up, and apparently it was like trying to mop up a fried egg, just move around the floor. And so I think she could tell from my face that I wasn't quite what I was looking for. But then in the feedback I got back from her, it said that I spoke too loudly and I was incredibly intimidating. I spoke loudly because I thought she was deaf. Yes, well, I think my strengths are I was speaking like this, as you do to a lot, and slow as well. Must look mental to her, but anyway, there's that. And then I've applied for a job at Aldi as well, which fingers crossed I'll get. Because apparently you get free food if you work at Aldi. You just got to scuff up a bit and then just take it home. So that could be a game changer in terms of my survival prospects. Anyway, hope everything's well. Cheers.